Hey, it's David from David Hamilton Reptiles, and I am finally shooting that video I've been talking about, what I do to get my rats to breed. So we're going to start with my bedding. Again, I use Aspen bedding from Petco. Really, it's just the cheapest. It's easy to clean, it's economical, and as everyone knows, I breed my rats to save money from buying rats for my snakes. So I get just these big bags, the biggest bags they have. It's like 12 bucks where I get it at. I can't find pine for any cheaper than that, so I go with the Aspen. Okay, the next is the food. The food is really important. I use Missouri. It's a rodent breeder 6F. Since I've switched to this, my rats eat like crazy. They gain weight a lot faster, and it works for me. I just have it in a tub, and I just constantly give them food. I did have this little thing of multi-pet vitamins. It's when I first got my rats. I was constantly putting vitamins in their water just to get them, more vitamins. I thought it might help me get them to breed, and well, they finally had babies. I don't use it anymore, honestly. I really think it was a waste of money, but I thought I'd give it a try. Okay, so I have my tubs in a line. I have 4 tubs. Right here, this is my breeder tub number 1. This is my main male. And what I finally did is I put another female in with him. So, and I actually caught them having sex yesterday, so yay, gonna get more babies. I have just a regular water bottle in there. And that's about it. I change the bedding about every 3 to 5 days. And that just keeps it from stinking. You want to have a well-ventilated room, otherwise it does stink. My wife can definitely attest to that. But yeah, about every 3 to 5 days I clean it, just depending on how many rats I have in there. And I like to run a 1.3 ratio. I guess I'll talk about that. I don't ever want to have more than 3 females in there. I just want to, have the male make sure that he hits up every female that I put in there. And I don't know. I don't have any scientific proof why I stop at 3, but that's what I go with. So a 1.3 ratio. Then right here I have my rodent breeder tub number 2. I have my albino in here, and I have his 2 sisters in there. I had all 3 of his sisters in there, but I didn't know if he was getting the job done, so I put one of the sisters in breeder tub number 1. And because they have 3 in there, they had 4 in there, I clean this tub about every 2 to 4 days. It's actually been 5 days, and I'm going to clean it right after this video because it's starting to stink. Then, I just keep going down the line. I have my maternity tub number 1. I give her the same food. I still give her the rodent breeder 6F. And she's in there by herself because she had her babies about a week before any of the other mothers. And actually, I'll show you the babies again. They're finally, I call them crawler rats. And here they are. Their ears are starting to form more. They're actually getting little slits at their eyes, and they can actually crawl. So they'll wean from their mom in about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. It depends on how nice I am and how long I let the mother stay in there. So, come on. I started with 12 in her litter, and I have 8 left because I have fed some of her babies off. Okay, and we're going to move on down the line. This is maternity tub number 2. I have actually merged both of my other females that had their babies in just to one tub. It was just too much cleaning to have them in separate tubs. You could have up to 3 mothers in one tub with their babies. I like to keep it at 2, no more. And if I had more tubs, I'd probably just keep them individually. But this works, and this is the only tub I've made a little hopper. And that way they can't pee or poop in their food, like rats seem to like to do. I am going to make more hoppers and do the rest, just do it with hoppers. And the cool thing is these females are tall enough they could reach the water bottles up here. I am going to have to drill in a little hole though when the babies get to about wiener size. And that way the wiener babies could get their water. So I have I think I have 24 babies on here, and it's kind of funny, sometimes you'll see them going back and forth, they're stealing each other's babies. I don't know the point, but whatever, let them have at it. And those right now are about rat fuzzies. Let me show you the difference. So they're kind of a mix between a rat pup and a rat fuzzy. You can actually, if you see that white line, that's actually the milk. So they have a little bit of hair, and I'll show you the difference. So these rats are exactly 1 week apart. 7 days. That is the difference. They do grow fast. They're 7 days apart exactly. They're both hooded rats, and you can tell the difference. So, I mean, rats really do, they grow fast. Okay. So, that's a tour again of my rats, and some tips that I have. I've heard people that say they like to keep their temperatures between 65 and 75, 72. I keep mine between 61 because I live in Washington, it gets really cold, and I don't feel like paying a heat bill that high. Anywhere between 61 and 68 degrees. If it went more, not a big deal. It never does at this time of the season. So as long as you keep it about 61 degrees plus, you're going to have some good success. Leave your rats alone. Don't constantly try to play with your rats. Constantly trying to mess with them. It's just going to stress them out to where they're not going to want to breed. Also, I give them a light cycle. I come in here, there's my window. I open this window at 8 o'clock every morning, and the light currently goes down around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I close the blinds. So they have about a 12-hour light cycle. They need the light cycle. They're nocturnal. I think they're nocturnal. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, at night they go crazy, and that's when they do most of their humping. That's the good stuff. That's about it. I mean, it's not too hard. Just make sure they have clean bedding, the temperature's not too extreme, they do have a light cycle, and just try not to mess with them. A lot of people like to constantly mess with their rats, just leave them be. The only time I ever mess with them is to shoot these videos, or if I'm cleaning their bedding. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any recommendations, definitely let me know. Again, this is David Hamilton Reptiles. See ya.